What's going down, everybody? It's your man Pro Diggy from the Chaos Crew, but you could call me Diggy if you like. Bringing you a ground war domination on the map Berlin Wall. Obviously, I don't really ever play ground war because it's really more like lag war, and it generally just makes me rage to no fucking end. But anyway, this video is not very long, and I got a lot of shit to get through here. I actually wrote down a list. So I'm going to try and get through everything in this video. First things first, I am going to thank Ronaldinho again because, you know, he shouted me out on a video, but he actually just did another video where he shouted me out by myself. He subbed to me. He put me in his, like, recommended channels. He said that I'm, like, one of his favorite commentators. Just all kinds of really great shit. And to be honest, dude, that's really fucking awesome. And that makes me feel really good. So, once again, thanks, Ronaldinho. Props to you for hooking me up like that and everything. That was fucking really awesome. Okay, next thing, been getting a lot of messages, a lot of comments, really appreciate it. Getting a lot of love, a little bit of hate, but getting a lot of love. And I just got a couple things to touch on that have to do with that. First of all, messages and comments. I said this before, but I'm going to say it again. When you message me or send comments or whatever, I will try my absolute best to get back to everybody that I can get back to. Just understand that I do a lot of other shit in my day, and to respond to everybody is going to be probably impossible. So if I don't respond to you, that doesn't mean that I don't like you or that I don't care or whatever. That has nothing to do with it. I'm just really fucking busy, and sometimes I just can't get to everything. So anyway, now that's out of the way. I've been getting a lot of messages about playing with subs, and to that I have two things. I also got another message about, you know, people wanting me to add them on Xbox. So this is how this is going to go. I decided, fuck it. What I'm going to do is the first however many people it takes to fill up my friends list from now until it's full. I got a pretty decent amount of space on it. Just send me friend requests. I'm going to add everybody in order until it's full. So if you don't make it, you know, that's the fairest way that I can do it. Okay, if you don't make it, whatever, I'm going to be putting up videos where I'm going to mention that I'm going to be playing with subs. I'll probably pick like a date and a time or, you know, some kind of shit like that so you guys can be ready for that or whatever. And then you could just send me like, you know, a message or whatever, and I'll send you an invite. I'm not sure when that's going to happen, but I'm going to do it sooner or later. Okay, another thing is, someone asked me about Twitter. I don't really use Twitter. I have a Twitter account, but, you know, since all the big response that I've gotten and stuff, I'm thinking maybe you guys want to follow me on Twitter or whatever. If you want to do that, be my guest. I'll try and pay more attention to it and tweet out more stuff or whatever. And my Twitter account is IX_Diggy_XI. I'll put a little thing in the description. So that takes care of that. I also got a question, what do I do for a living? So basically, just to let everybody know, obviously I don't do YouTube for a living. What I do for a living, though, is I do private IT support. I actually do online tech support. I do private in-home tech support, and I also do tech support for you know, businesses and stuff. But it's a private thing. It's not like I'm not like a giant, like I'm not Geek Squad all by myself. You know what I mean? Like I have clients, and that's what I do. So anyway, so that's what I do for a living. Notice, yes, I am using the fucking FAMAS in this game, and I don't give a shit. I'm going to try and switch it up a little bit. I got a couple of people saying that the FAMAS is kind of old and used and everything. That's true, it is. And to me, like I said, the AUG is pretty much the same. I just like the way that the FAMAS looks and sounds more than I like the AUG, so I tend to use it. You know, I'll probably start using like the Commando, AK-47, you know, shit like that or whatever. But, so that takes care of that. I also have been getting some messages about dropped frames, and I was going through and checking render settings and doing a bunch of tests and capturing stuff with my PVR and everything, and I thought maybe it had to do with my PVR, and then I realized I was watching the game play back on my TV screen, and it was dropping frames on the TV screen. So I don't know if it's theater mode, or to be honest, I really think that has to do with my internet connection, because I've had a lot of fucking problems with my internet, and I think that has to do with where I get really shitty detection, like hit detection and stuff, and I'm like always on the 3 bar. Sometimes the 2, but like most of the time I'm always on a 3. Once in a while I'll pull host, which is fucking amazing, but as soon as I pull host, I start dropping frames. So I'm thinking that I'm having some problems with my internet. I'm gonna call them again and see if that might have anything to do with any of this shit, but I can't fix the drop frames because that's how it's playing back in theater mode. I'm gonna start possibly trying to just start capturing shit live and not using theater mode, but my PVR is in the living room and I usually play in my bedroom. I usually don't play on the Xbox in the living room, and I'm sorry, but that was fucking sick. Rewind that, go back, did you see that? Fucking stabbed the one guy, shot his friend that was running away from me, and immediately turned on the other guy. I'm sorry, like, I don't want to, you know, sound like a dick, but that was pretty sick. I got pretty pumped when I did that, but, okay, so as far as the drop frames thing, there's not a whole lot I can do. It is what it is. Sorry, guys, but, you know, at some point it might get taken care of if it has to do with my internet, or if I start, you know, recording live or whatever, but, I mean, it's not too bad. It's better than a lot of commentators that I've watched, so, you know, at least there's that. Okay, then I got something about stats. Okay, on this account, I was taking it serious at first and trying to, like, have good stats and everything, and at one point my KD was like a 3-something or whatever, and my win-loss was actually really high. I don't remember. It was like a 6 or 7-something. And then just recently I really didn't, I just don't really give a fuck anymore, and like I said, like, I get into lobbies with, like, really shitty detection and stuff and everything or whatever, but, like, my KD right now is, like, around 1.5, and my win-loss is around 1.4 or whatever, and I don't know, to me, it doesn't really mean anything to me. Like, I know that I'm a decent player, and, you know, I put up some pretty good scores quite a bit, but, I mean, at the same time, I do put up games where I'm, like, I don't know, you know, 30 and 15 or, you know, 30 and 18 or some shit like that or whatever. And it really, I think it has to do a lot with my connection and stuff or whatever. But it is what it is. So I don't really go by stats. Like, I know dudes that are pretty good players and their stats aren't that great. To me, it doesn't really mean a whole lot. But so that's all of that. And I guess to wrap it up, because this game's pretty much over, I'm going to be doing a new series probably called What the Fuck, and it's going to be where I record live gameplay and I make a bunch of clips of, like, what the fuck moments, because I've had a lot of them happen to me lately where I shoot a dude and he knifes me in midair as he's falling into second chance, and it makes me go, what the fuck, are you serious? So I'm going to make a new series called What the Fuck. That should be pretty funny and entertaining, so keep your eyes open for that. Once again, I want to thank everybody for all the love that I've been shown, and thanks to Ronaldinho for the like singular shout out where he just focused on me and everything. I went from like 150 subs to like I'm at like 1,200 subs already, and that's fucking amazing, and it makes me feel good and makes me feel like, you know, doing all this hard work is worth it. But anyway, I don't want to ramble on too long. This video is already pretty long. So anyway, this has been your man Pro Diggy from the motherfucking Chaos Crew, but you can call me Diggy if you like. Don't forget, as always, to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in my sights.